Cookie. My name is Edie, and I had two children. I had my daughter Erica, which is 27 years old, and I had my son Nathan, which is his time of death was age 22. I'm not a public speaker, so I can't say I'm great. So I have something to read. And first of all, I'd like to thank everyone that was involved in this rededication of the Rose Garden. I think it's beautiful. And I want to also speak for the other Gold Star mothers that are in the Northeast Ohio Gold Star group. There's a memorial walk for Matt Dillon. His family's from Edinburgh, Ohio, and they're walking today trying to raise money for his scholarship fund. So I apologize for their absences. I think most important for any Gold Star mother is that their child's not forgotten. I don't want people to forget the man Nathan was. He was with the United States Marines as well serving in Iraq. Both roles he played will be missed by many. Today I hope you will join me in asking yourself the same question I ask myself every day. Am I an American worth fighting for? Whether you agree or disagree with this war, the young men and women that are doing their duty for the United States of America and their families need our support and they need our backing. August 1st, 2005, in Haditha, Iraq, my son, Lance Corporal Daniel Nathan DeArmond Jr., was killed with 5 other sniper Marines from the 325 unit. My son Nathan, as you can see down here in this picture, was a very handsome man. He was 22 years old, stood 6'2", 180 pounds, and wore size 16 shoe. He kept my life full of the unexpected. Right before he left for Iraq, I sent him a letter with my heartfelt message and pride. Thank the Lord I did, because he knew my feelings. August 1st, 2005 changed my life, who I was, and who I will become. Although I lost my son 3 years ago, it is still very fresh in my mind and heart, so please bear with me if I get teary or emotional. Some people act as if enough time has passed and we are over it. You never get over the loss of a child. You learn to go on with life. It is up to each individual how he or she goes on with life. There are many ways of grieving. There's no right way or wrong. Each is different, and rightfully so, with each relationship. Sometimes we as Americans don't know how to help our veterans or those families that suffer injury or loss or separation from loved ones. When you see an organization having an event or raffle, help out by attending, donating, or spreading the word. I never got to say thank you to my son, so I made a point to thank his comrades. With the proceeds from our event, the DeArmond Memorial Benefit, I planned a trip to Bethesda Naval Hospital where our wounded veterans arrived for medical treatment from the war. We took a variety of CDs, personal CD players, handheld games, batteries, and DVDs to show our appreciation and help our wounded pass the time while receiving treatment. We greeted patients and we said thank you to them and handed out goodies. They were all grateful. In the past 3 years, I have attended many funerals and calling hours for our fallen heroes. Attendance has changed over time. I have stood in line for a few hours, or I've walked right up to a grieving family to offer my condolences. My heart broke for those families. My son's funeral was very well attended, and condolence cards from around the United States, food that was brought, and flowers. It was all overwhelming. The community came out and lined the streets, all bulletin signs and special thoughts on them for Nathan. Today I look back and I am grateful for all the respect, love, and support that my family received. I learned to send stamps for thank you cards and share any good information about the individual that has passed in a note. I bring out these special notes to remind me of what a great person Nathan was. Sometimes it is hard for others to talk of Nathan. They start to cry. I love to hear any story I can of my son. In the past week, I have ran into strangers and they thank me for my son and his service. This means a lot because my worst thought is people will forget our fallen heroes. Please don't wait until they are a fallen hero. All our service people are heroes to me. We have freedoms because of them. Let's not waste them. Organize an event, get involved, or pay tribute. Thank servicemen and women when they return home or any day, not only on Memorial Day or Veterans Day. Say thank you now to a person instead of a headstone. A Gold Star family is a family that lost a member in action. There are Blue Star families, and they have a member on active duty. In addition to helping veterans, I chose to donate time to other Gold Star families. I wanted them to know they are not alone. Although their normal is gone, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I have met some wonderful families and people throughout the past 3 years. They say there is good in every situation. It is true. I am a Gold Star mother trying to be an American worth fighting for. I really wish the American people took this outlook. Not be so interested in their rights, or what is owed them, or what they can get away with, but to help and be a servant for all around them. I realize our lifestyles change, standards, morals, and living, but in war the battle might be a different location and time, but the effects of injury and death and mental tolls haven't. Our military abroad are facing death each day. I ask each of you, if we as Americans had IEDs, suicide bombers in the United States, would we be going on with our lives as we see today? Would we work on a daily basis in 120-degree temperatures with full uniform on, plus protective gear, and carry a 100-pound pack of food, water, and communication gear for the mission? Sometimes go without sleep for days, be pulled from our families for 7 to 18 months for tours of duty, missing births of babies, illnesses, holidays, and death of loved ones. Then have one of their comrades killed in an explosion or firefight and be right back within minutes on the job protecting and serving. Today I see children that don't know the word respect, and the parents expect society to look out for their child's safety. Responsibility goes to everyone except one that is to hold it. Electronic games are babysitters or pacifiers for our children, and their social skills are embarrassing. I see society losing moral standards and being put in poverty. Are these Americans worth fighting for? Then I come upon a service member that belonged to our military and served, being wounded, losing a limb or use of the limb, and being medically discharged with a $768 a month pension. Rent or house payment, utilities, transportation, and upkeep expenses cannot be covered with $768. Most of our wounded heroes and our military suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, have a pride and are too proud to ask for help until it is too late. We have helped many veterans, but I am disturbed at how many our benefit fund has helped with burial expenses. As a serviceman was hit by a sniper's bullet and paralyzed, made a quadriplegic, he received a $50,000 one-time payment for his injury, but the addition the parents had to put on their home so they could bring him home to live cost $90,000. That was with a lot being donated. Luckily, the fundraiser was successful and it took care of it. Many organizations, veteran-oriented, are trying to keep up with all the needs of the past, present, and future military heroes, and have done their duty and have fallen on hard times. It is our duty as Americans to be worth fighting for. We need to be active in helping. Excuse me. We need to be active in helping them, not just slapping a magnet on our car and praying every once in a while. We need to be the best we can be and thank them properly with the necessities of life without a bunch of red tape. My son's friends and family decided to honor Nathan's memory in raising money for our American veterans. Our event is the Lance Corporal Daniel Nathan D. Yarman Memorial Benefit Poker Run and Car Truck Show. The event takes a lot of planning, and we have 120 plus volunteers. No one gets a paycheck. Believe me, this has helped me with my grief and loss, and I know Nathan would be proud that I am stepping up to be an American worth fighting for. But most of all, since I didn't get to say thank you to him, I am doing it through him for all his veteran brothers and sisters. With all help given out already, you would think the need would go down, but if anything, the need has gone up. I thank you for this opportunity to share my son and passion for our veterans organizations trying to make a difference. I hope you are an American worth fighting for. Thank you.